Lift the cat.
David, we ready? David.
We're live.
Okay.
You know, I would like to apologize for the last 56 minutes of technical difficulties. And before I begin the show, I'm going to outline them very quickly for you. Number one, in an attempt to fix our phone line problems, Nicholas Cicero redid all the wiring, and that was the first half hour of problems. The second half hour of problems, that's them. Well, I'll introduce you. I still have to start the show. The next half hour of problems was that no audio was going through to any live stream. We're going to pretend none of this happened. Otherwise, my monologue tonight will be ineffective. We're going to pretend that everything went correctly. And we'd like to thank you for your patience. And now, tonight! No, what are you doing? Get that off!
That's what we're...
I have to do the thing!
You said tonight.
People believe that the Country Bear Jamboree was safe. People believe that the Enchanted Tiki Room was safe. And the middle of Epcot is closing. You've seen WDW News Today. Now it's time for WDW News Tonight.
Live from Orlando, Florida, our WDWNT studios. It's WDWNT News Tonight.
Oh,
my
man.
goodness.
We should have just canceled.
With Tom Corliss and Nicholas Cicero. I'm Nicholas Cicero. Now here's your host, Tom Corliss. I did that much better the first time.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm not even hearing.
I want to go home.
I want to go home, and I am. I'm just going to go in the other room. You guys can do the rest. I'm Tom Corliss, and you're probably pretty thankful that you're not. Thank you for joining us on this July 3rd. Hopefully you're starting off your July 4th holiday with us, and by now, yeah, it's probably almost July 4th.
The fake people still clapped for us, so.
Yeah, no, but the real people are screaming in the YouTube chat.
How did they get this wrong?
Did you get what wrong?
It's WDW News Tonight.
We've done 97 of these. 97. That's the year Cameron was born.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just get started. Now the news.
You gave it away. You're not supposed to know what age I am.
Why?
It's like a thing. It's like an ongoing thing.
You ready
It's
for the
fine.
latest?
Nobody's watching this show.
You ready for the latest problem? The teleprompter just died. Distract people while I fix the teleprompter.
Hey, how have the last 56 minutes of your life been?
Spare the 76.
Fix the
Tell people what you're doing
teleprompter.
tomorrow for 4th of
Fix
July.
the teleprompter.
I'll be at Epcot meeting these guys in their full 4th of July regalia.
I will also be at Epcot bringing you
Yeah.
all of the firework content.
Is that what you're
of
doing?
the night.
You
Yep.
gonna meet Mickey, Donald, Goofy,
No.
all dressed up in their patriotic gear?
No, I'll just be.
You and I will get a picture together with them?
No.
No?
No, I don't like characters.
All right.
Yeah, so
They don't
that's
like
not a
you?
Thing of mine.
Gonna do some of that. And, do some American Adventure and Voices of Liberty. Very
Do
excited.
you have any America T-shirts? You're not wearing one? No.
I am. July the 4th be with you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't
very
have one. I need
patriotic.
to go to Walmart and buy one. Or something.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be wearing my Sam the Eagle shirt. And he's wearing a patriotic
Oh yeah.
Uncle Sam
Yeah,
hat.
I know that one.
Yeah.
Which Sam Eagle shirt? Not the Make America Sing Again one, is it?
Oh, hello,
No,
Tom.
I
no.
like that one.
I'll be wearing my salute to all presidents, but mostly Abraham Lincoln
Oh,
shirt.
okay, there you go.
Yes.
Why don't we start the show?
Tonight! Oh, sorry.
That play the intro. You know how to do it, Cameron. Go ahead. Anyway, now the news.
News.
Brought to you by the Lost Bros. Big story this week was Disney denying that they ever had plans to remove the Country Bear Jamboree at the Magic Kingdom. Yes, it took them 2 weeks to respond, and they decided that the peak posting time would be 3:30 p.m. on a Friday. It also was 2 days after their vague Tiki Room denial.
Just like when the show starts.
Yeah, boy. Guys, the Inside Out emotions don't even have noses, and they could smell how fishy all of this was. I mean, they could if they weren't stationary statues on a nonsensical pier.
Nah.
That opened. Needless to say, most people don't believe WDWNT over the Walt Disney
What?
Company with technical problems like we have. I don't blame them. I mean, but really, who wants to live in a world where I'm right and the company that created their childhood is lying to them?
Not I.
Yeah.
Well, I decided because of this we should take a little stroll down memory lane because I'm having some deja vu, guys.
So am I. I feel like we did this before.
It's like I've lived this situation, not starting the show over, but it's like I've lived this situation with the Bears before. So let's go all the way back.
Huh.
We're gonna reminisce, probably before Cameron was born,
Uh,
all the way back on December 13th, 2017. Oh, a day long.
I'm having a
remember.
lot of deja vu right now because
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we did this 10 minutes
On
ago.
that day, that was the day we announced that Stitch's Great Escape would close forever on January 6, 2018. You may recall that it had been in seasonal operation for some time. Now, Disney never went on to make this announcement, which led to a very confused crowd on the 6th at the final show, where cast did announce over the loudspeakers that it was the last show ever, while a very small crowd gathered full of those who believed it would be the end and some unfortunate tourists who had no idea what they had gotten in line for. Fast forward to January 9th, Disney reached out to other news outlets rather than talk to us, the sensible thing to do, to tell them that we had lied. Quote, on Tuesday, a Disney spokesperson told Spectrum News 13 that Stitch is still seasonal and that it would reopen. The spokesperson would not provide a specific date. I wonder why. All right, fast forward to October 2nd of 2018. Mind you, we are fast forwarding past months of people yelling at me every time I posted a story like, quote, just like when you said Stitch was closed. And quote, is this like when you said Stitch was closed forever? Anyway, that was when a little birdie told me that the attraction had already been torn apart and was gone. There's that story on October 2nd. And just as we had predicted, the show did not return. And we'll show you another image now. Yeah, that's not coming back. So Disney had, in fact, lied, and the attraction was dismantled pretty much right away. On October 10th, that picture you're looking at now of the animatronic leaked. And now, mind you, I am sure plans change. But this incident is very recent. We are talking less than a year ago. So pardon me if I don't believe the people in the PR department, as this is also the same company that told us there are no plans to remove the Tower of Terror at Disney California Adventure. There it is. 2 months later, by the way, they announced Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Whoops.
Oops.
Oops. Oh, look, there's some other things they announced. Oh, that theater. Remember that? They just quietly removed that from everything. They didn't even tell you guys they canceled that.
That was a fun one.
Oh, Eastern Gateway. Remember Eastern? Oh, the hotel. the hotel, and then I think we have Eastern Gateway too. I think, yeah, all that stuff. None of that happened. Let's also not forget another specific example I like to bring up. That time Marty Sklar made a statement via letter to the press in April of 2008. Quote, "Now the rumors are swirling that we are ruining Walt's creation. I've heard we are planning to remove the rainforest, add Mickey and Minnie Mouse, create an Up With America tribute to effectively marginalize the Mary Blair style and Walt's classic. All not true." This was in regards to It's a Small World at Disneyland. By the way, It's a Small World at Disneyland reopened in 2009 with that shrunken rainforest and that America scene. So let's also remember that this is the same company that recently hit the fact that they were auctioning off Tower of Terror props from California Adventure through consignment with Van Eaton auctions as well. That also happened in the last couple of months. So let me say this. I have nothing to prove to anyone. If you choose to believe current management and the Parks blog because I'm a jerk, which admittedly is true, that's perfectly fine. But all these pieces come together real easy if you think about it for about 5 continuous seconds. Disney didn't want another D23 Expo 2017 where a fan site pre-announced everything. Bob Chapek saw those comments, he saw those emails, he saw those letters, he saw that hashtag, he saw that social movement coming for him. And if you have to choose keeping your job or removing an audio animatronic bear show, I don't know what decision you would make. I'm actually with Bob on this one. So if you could say sabotage who you believe to be your greatest enemy and save your behind, would you? I think it's a pretty easy decision when you make that kind of money. But then if we can think about this from someone else's point of view, let's say one Tom Corliss for a second. Let's think about this. You have conquered this community, become the most read Disney fan site in the country at the very least. You have amassed a giant social media following. You've visited every Disney theme park on Earth. You've seen probably every dream you had in this world come true by age 30. I don't know why you would produce rumors about an overlay of the Tiki Room, the demolition of the Land and Seas, and the closure of the Country Bears in the course of 3 weeks. Some might say for clicks, and I would say to that, for clicks I already have. So let's also remember, after the Tron situation in 2017, which I lived through, because that was also me, you know that if you're wrong about one of those, even half wrong about one of those, there is at least a stadium's worth of people who will publicly skewer you. You have been in that situation before. So why would you post these things and put yourself on that hot seat again? Why would you want to sit and sweat in that stupid convention center again on August 25th, worrying if they pulled the slide from the presentation just to spite you? Because it's the right thing to do. Yeah. By the way, I don't even get to do that this year. They've taken that away from me now. I don't get to have the Bears announced and then turn around and laugh at everybody. So another thing I want to, and we haven't talked about this. The road to that Country Bear and the Tiki Room stories was a long one. We knew for a very long time. And to give you an idea of how real they were on the annual operating plan for 2020. Not the 10-year plan. They were things that were budgeted and moving forward. So I don't even know if we've even stopped them forever, but they've at least been stopped for now. But we had those stories for months. We weighed our options, and there were 3 possible outcomes that we were aware of. And number 1 was if we ran it too early, we could save the Bears, but this sort of publicity stunt would be pulled, where someone would say it was never planned, we were never going to do it, those things. The other possibility was, like the last expo, we could have held the story till the Monday before and not really given them time to do anything about it. But then would we have had time to do anything about the Country Bears at that point? And I think honestly what happened is I thought about Great Movie Ride and how I look at that building every time I go to that park and I hurt. And I hurt knowing it's gone and knowing that internally the replacement has already been deemed a flop and is being delayed so it can be rewritten as we speak. That's where we are. So a lot of people have tweeted at me saying you're a liar to claim that you have saved the Country Bear Jamboree. I never said I saved the Country Bear Jamboree. Did we publish the story that inspired people to save the Country Bear Jamboree? I believe that is what happened. And you know what? If you don't believe me, I don't really care. If you bring it up, I'm going to block you on social media. And you can have all your little celebratory circle in some chat room somewhere. But you know what's going to happen? I'm still going to be here. WDWNT isn't going anywhere. The site traffic is still where it was. So next time, I suggest you do better and get the job done next time. So anyway, I think I've made it clear over 12 years. This is my life. Disney World is my life. And I'm not going to sit back and watch some guy who marketed ketchup demolish the Country Bear Jamboree. That is where we are. If you contributed to the Save the Jamboree website, if you commented underneath that original post, thank you. You did it. You scared him. You scared him bad. And he knew we'd be coming for his job if he went through with it. So rest assured, you made a difference. No matter what some rushed Disney Parks blog piece tells you, you made a difference. And someday, we won't have to wait forever. Someday that art's going to leak, or somebody's going to get fired and get angry and put it out there. You're going to see the truth at some point. If we've learned anything from the Walt Disney Company, it doesn't stay buried forever. So this is the end of the conversation. The Country Bears are saved. The Tiki Room is saved. If we need to do it again down the line, we will. But that's the end of the story for me. Nick's just smiling.
It's awesome.
I'm glad we got to do that an hour later. But I say let's have a good time. Let's get back to what we do on this show. We've accomplished our mission, and it's time to move on.
It was a fun ride.
Yeah, it was shorter than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think he'd relent that quick, but mug of the week, by the way.
Huh.
Let's do some real news. Some new buses have arrived at Walt Disney World, and they're being wrapped with character faces. Although now that we've reported it, I'm sure the character wraps will be quietly peeled back. Yeah. A fleet of small birds will swoop in at the command of Cinderella and Thomas Smith to peel off those wraps. So don't worry, everybody. A couple little birdies. After much discussion, we finally know the maximum capacity for the Disney Skyliner gondolas, including wheelchair capacity. Each gondola will be able to accommodate up to 10 guests maximum or up to 5 annual pass holders.
Yes.
Gondolas fitted to accommodate wheelchairs, ECVs, or other mobility devices will only seat a maximum of up to 6 guests, and mobility aids and strollers must fit within a 30 to 48-inch area for access. So I can't even take a lightsaber in the damn thing. Yeah, I don't know how people are going to travel with those if they have... They don't fit in anything.
No.
Like, even if you take the hilt off, the blade doesn't fit in luggage, even like maximum size luggage.
No, and I wouldn't trust it there. I slid it comfortably under my seat in the airplane.
Like I've snuck it on kind of on top of my carry-on bag.
Snuck it? I didn't have to sneak it.
I had to. One lady, this last flight, she was like, "Sir, I need to see you put that in the bag." And so I put it in the bag, but the bag has holes on the 2 sides of the top.
Yeah.
And so it was still sticking out, but it was zippered in technically. So then I went on to the plane.
Weird. All right.
But it's out of the way. It's such a small, thin thing that if you put it at the top, it doesn't touch anybody's bag. It's just like above everybody's bag.
Yeah.
So even the person next to you could have like maximum size carry-on, and everybody still gets their stuff in. So, you know. Anyway. Further warnings on the gondola signs recommend guests with a fear of heights to not ride. Also, operating hours, quote, vary depending on weather. You know, I feel like we've been living in the first 30 minutes of Jurassic Park since this thing was announced. We all know it's going to go bad. We're all seeing the signs, but John Hammond's still moving forward with it. So, you know. I don't know. And just based on like 10 minutes ago, like it was storming real bad. It's a good reminder that this is probably not going to work out, right?
Oh, I'm excited.
Anyway.
Don't be afraid of heights.
You'll have to take a bus.
Yeah.
Alternate bus transportation available for you. Anyway, we recently reported about updates to Monorail Silver at Walt Disney World. It has returned with a redesign a bit. They fixed the exterior. They put a Delta on it. There's some new coverings and stuff. Cameron, you think you could show that for everybody?
Yeah.
Take a look at that. Oh, look, something worked tonight.
It's pretty.
I got this one.
It's neat. I like that the seats match, like the silver seats. I think that's pretty interesting. You can see we got a new wall, quote unquote, wall carpet. Apparently, it's not carpet; it's like a spongy material. And it showcases the monorail silver name. It's a nice cleanup. They're trying. They're trying to fix these up a bit. Of course, we've not been sure how much of this refurbishment was aesthetic and how much was also mechanical to keep the monorail moving, but we have someone who might be able to shine a little bit of light on all this. Please welcome one of the new live announcers for the Disney monorail system, Kyle Collins. We have Kyle Collins.
Oh, hello, Tom. It's good to be on. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm a little nervous.
So, Kyle, your position is new with this refurbishment, is that right?
Yes, yeah, I actually started last week, well, about a week and an hour ago. And I'm actually on the clock right now, but I thought I could, get you in when I'm not announcing things. So I'll do my best.
Great, thank you so much. So what exactly does this new job entail?
Well, as you said, Tom, I'm one of the new live announcers for the monorail system, and basically, anytime something needs to be announced on the monorail, I'm one of the guys that you'll hear do it. I do it here from my apartment, but yeah, it's a new position. I'm happy to be helping the Walt Disney Company do some announcing.
That's a rather unique position. Why did Disney decide?
Well, hold on, Tom. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to interrupt you 1 second. It looks like I'm needed, so if you'll hold, I gotta do a little bit of announcing for him. Please stand clear of the closing doors. Por favor, manténgase al lado de las puertas. Yeah, anyway, what were you saying, Tom?
I was asking why Disney decided to go with live announcers. Wasn't all the pre-recorded material enough?
Well, it used to be, but now there's so many issues with the monorails. Mr. Chapek just thought it was a lot easier to have someone live, just in case there was some crazy scenario. In fact, they gave me an announcer's manual just in case. It's got codes and stuff in it, so it's really helpful.
That's a pretty big book.
Well, I mean, that's just the first volume. I mean, let's see here. There's all of these. They all have codes in them. But it's more helpful that way. Yeah. So for example, if I get a code, what usually happens is hold on 1 second. It's just the standard one. Don't worry. Please stand clear of the closing doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm back. We have these manuals, and then we go through them if there's any issues and things of that nature.
Well, with all those books, I'm guessing you guys are expecting a lot of problems. Is that a?
Well, yeah, probably not as it's just what happens when you have a monorail that's not up to snuff anymore. It's the best we can do, and because of that, we have to just do our best. And I think that's. Oh, hold on a second. G876. Hold on, Tom. Let's see here. G876. G77. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your monorail has come to an unexpected stop. Please do not be alarmed. A cast member with a ladder will be there shortly. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. So anyway, yeah.
You just keep using the same Spanish spiel, though. That's the stand clear of the door.
Well, that's really only Spanish I know. Disney didn't translate everything for me, so I just do what I can.
Won't that just cause confusion with the people that, I don't know, speak Spanish?
Well, I like to think that it's the thought that counts. So
I guess so, but it just to me seems like.
Oh, hold on a second there. Hold on, Tom. 1 second. Oh, okay. Hold on. Gotta check. Just 7, 6, 7, 5, 7. Oh, okay. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do not be alarmed. The flames in your cabin will be extinguished momentarily. Thank you. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. Anyway, I'm back.
Seems like a busy evening over there.
Oh, no, this is actually rather quiet overall, I would say.
So anyway, have you heard any water cooler gossip about why the new monorails weren't ordered and instead they're patching together these old ones?
Not much. Something about some sort of new Moana Goes West Tiki Country Jamboree or something, some such.
No.
But well, anyway, it looks like my shift is done, so I finally can take a break, which is nice, and I have to go to my third shift, other announcer job. But it's been nice talking to you.
Thanks so much for talking to us, Kyle.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, you know, if you want, you can hang on while I do my announcement for my next job too, if you'd like.
Oh, sure. I guess we're
Sure.
already late with the show. What's the difference?
Well, people seem to like this one even better. Oh, here comes in.
Oh, hello there, Muggles. Our motorbike adventure has stalled once again due to some pixies. I'll get Dumbledore and things will be right as rain. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas.
Well, thanks for having me on, Tom. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Very, very eye-opening discussion. Thank you, Kyle. Boy.
It's an interesting job.
I'm crying a little bit.
I fought for that Hagrid thing. Anyway. Let's move on. It's only 10:20. We should continue, probably. Tortuga Tavern at the Magic Kingdom is now serving ropa viejas, and surprisingly, that isn't some cooked rope dish. Yeah, that's at Tony's. The cooked rope dish. They call it stromboli, I think. This Caribbean-style slow-cooked shredded beef is served over white rice in a tiny bowl. There's a nice mix of vegetables, including onions, peppers, and olives, all served over a bed of fluffy white rice. In fairness, this is 3 times the size of the rations in Cuba.
Whoa.
That was written by a Cuban staff member.
All right.
I am
Fair.
not taking any responsibility.
I'm watching Jess crack up right now.
She wanted it. She asked me to put it in. Yes, here's the one I wrote. It's also 3 times the size of what a Disney cast member can afford to eat.
Nah.
But ask how much Bob Iger makes. There are new Brer Fox and Brer Bear plush out at the Magic Kingdom. Insert racism joke.
We will in psychotic comments.
Oh, yeah, that's where they are.
Oh boy.
The plush sold out within a few hours of our post, continuing our war with the Walt Disney Company, where we help them sell merchandise. Yes. Yeah, you can always trust Orlando Weekly and Ken Story to not take things out of context. Isn't that the guy who tweeted that the hurricane hitting Texas was instant karma?
Wow.
Yeah. Orlando Weekly, you should definitely keep that guy around. Definitely a fair and balanced reporter. Yes. Anti-gravity. That was for you, Cameron.
I'm deleting my Twitter account right
Why do people not like me? I don't know. Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies is now selling a Cone 2319. 2319 isn't the code violation that they're usually familiar with at that restaurant, though. 2319, also the price of the ice cream. Cone comes with a sugar cookie sock on it. So if you want a real sock, you'll have to head next door and get a burger at Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe.
Nah.
Cosmic Ray's, rated the #1 theme park restaurant in the world 6 years in a row by WDWNT.com. Look for the banner.
That's right.
The one we like the most. It's not the best.
I wasn't on that panel.
Remember we were going to have a hamburger discussion tonight?
I still want to have that.
For those unaware, we were supposed to do a new segment starting tonight, Top 7.
7.
And no one who could be on the panel has apparently eaten a hamburger at Walt Disney World. So we didn't have enough panelists familiar with hamburgers to count down the top 7 hamburgers at Walt Disney World.
Can I give mine?
Not right now. It's
Okay.
already 10:22.
All right, whatever.
We already have to go like 50 minutes over.
I lost my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over there.
You left it on the ground
Do not
after
touch
all
anything.
that?
Do not
touch any wires.
Oh, my
And
light's
the
still on.
flashlight's still on. From when he was underneath the table playing with wires. We'll pretend he was playing with wires. Epcot. Epcot is closing on September 7th.
7.
Yeah, 7th. Sure seems like it. On September 7th, Pin Central, the Fountain of Nations, Club Cool, the Art of Disney, and Epcot Character Spot will close, while later this year will bring about the end of the Electric Umbrella, the Fountain View Starbucks, and a remodeling of Mouse Gear. Yeah, Club Cool will return in another location eventually, as it will just be wheeled away in one piece from where it is now, since it's all held together by a thick layer of spilled soda. It's all sticky.
Ooh.
I was told that joke would work. tombstone.
By who?
Thomas Smith.
Little
Little birdie told me that joke was
So
a good idea.
good.
The Mouse Gear remodel will feature open atmosphere with uniquely themed areas. Inspiration comes from Walt Disney Animation Studios and legendary animators with sketches, artwork, and posters jumping to life. And let's not forget shopping, which includes all the must-have Disney merchandise collection. Sorry, I just read the World of Disney press release. Still, white walls and no personality. You know the drill. Electric Umbrella will be heavily remodeled, so goodbye wall carpet. Personally, I'll miss the bathroom and the music to poop by very much. You know it's music to poop by. You know you like going in there. It's pleasant.
It is.
Yep.
Top 7 bathrooms.
Absolutely. We should do that one.
We will.
Yeah.
With Character Spot closing, characters will be shuffled around Epcot. Minnie Mouse will move into the World Showcase gazebo. Daisy Duck is going to the American Adventure. While new locations are being developed for Mickey and Goofy, they will temporarily appear in Innoventions West, and in the near future, Mickey will move to an all-new location at the Imagination Pavilion. Meanwhile, Goofy will venture out into the park, see what has happened, and then head back inside. Yes. Joy will move soon to a location to be announced, and Winnie the Pooh will return to the United Kingdom Pavilion, greeting guests at Christopher Robin's bedroom beginning in September. So the Nicholas Cicero meet and greet in Christopher Robin's bedroom will be closing to make way for that. Yes. Meanwhile, Baymax will meet guests
so
at the
embarrassing.
Universe of Energy. So make sure you catch that. In a pile of dirt. On a scale of 1 to 10. All this Project Gamma stuff seems to be working out. What are people going to do when my made-up beer garden gets announced? Yeah. Yeah, reportedly a beer garden will take up some of the space of the Fountain of Nations eventually. Yeah, they won't knock out the structure. They'll just put beer taps on the fountains.
Nice.
Yes, the beers from over 29 nations will flow right into you.
It's pretty sweet.
It's all mixed together. It's all just one pool of beer.
You get a cup, you can dip it in there. And
Yeah, it's a beaker. They finally found the rest of the beakers from the taste lab or whatever it was. Light lab? Light lab.
Light lab.
Light lab. I feel like I'm turning into Nicholas Cicero. I don't know the names of anything anymore.
WDW News.
Thank you,
I'm
Nick.
Michelle Wargo.
Wow. What happened to her? Where is she?
We miss you, Michelle.
Actually, you wouldn't have wanted to be here tonight.
No.
No, she would have left already. She would.
Yeah.
It was bedtime. Epcot is getting new manhole covers featuring the vintage logo and Spaceship Earth design. The covers will be placed down after what remains of the original park has gone down the drain. It's a manhole cover.
That's good.
That's a good one.
I was waiting for worst joke of the night.
No, that one's good.
Thanks.
I don't dare play worst joke of the night. I messed up enough tonight.
You've learned. A light-up Illuminations farewell headband has been released at Epcot. Strangely enough, the headband has a power switch on each ear. Yeah. The last time we saw something with a power switch on each ear, it was Chairman of Disney Parks and Resorts. He is, in fact, a robot. Yeah, the years say Farewell 2019 Epcot World Showcase. Yeah. Which does tell us where the Moana and Toy Story marionette shows are going now. Yeah. Get ready for Ben Franklin and Mark Twain singing You've Got a Friend in Me.
Wow.
Yeah, Mark Twain in a spacesuit.
Epic.
'Tis easy to see, hard to foresee, but I foresee this American adventure to continue to infinity and beyond. The March of the... I give up. It's American Adventure. You guys should see it sometime. The March of the
They
First...
should add Toy Story to that, though. It's quintessentially
They could just
American.
turn Will Rogers into Woody, right?
Yeah. Woody
Seems to
Throne.
me that we're the only
Right.
bunch of toys. Wait for a new owner? Never mind.
People always thought they should add, like, the moon landing scene, so maybe they just have Buzz Lightyear come in
Wow.
instead.
You keep giving them ideas, and we keep
Yeah.
combating them.
Bob Chapek is furiously writing these down. Picture him in like a bananas in pajamas style, like with the cap. Give me a minute, honey. There's a good thing. Do we own bananas in pajamas? Oh, I would like pajamas on every banana in the park by Tuesday. Anyway, food and beverages, like, I don't know what we're going to do. Oh.
Is he the one that likes pickles? Pickles in pajamas?
Oh,
maybe?
don't worry, we'll get there.
Oh.
The March of the First Order with Captain Phasma will have its final performance on July 6, 2019, with the troops headed to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge for the land's upcoming opening. Yeah, they're not going to be walk-around characters. It's just there to look like people showed up.
Oh. Poor Galaxy's Edge.
Meanwhile, at Disneyland, a tumbleweed rolls through. Oh. Former Great Movie Ride show building is being painted gray. Yeah, this is part of Disney's continued efforts to make Disney's Hollywood studios as uninteresting as possible. Imagineers, man, they can do anything. Yeah. Chapek gray. You can now add alcohol to your Goofy's Glaciers at Disney Springs. A lot of guests have been complaining about this not being what Walt would have wanted. But what do you think was in that martini glass? Yeah, it was vodka and Powerade Mountain Blast. Yeah. They didn't use hydraulic fluid back then. It was just Powerade Mountain Blast and just siphon some off every now and again. In another example of Disney not lying, the Main Street Electrical Parade will return to Disneyland in August. Yeah, Mickey Sensational Parade will be ending July 17th so that performers can rehearse to join the returning nighttime parade. A daytime parade performing and a nighttime parade simultaneously. Where do you think you are, Japan? Can't afford that. Black Tap has a new shake with a red, white, and blue piece of cake shoved into the milkshake.
Wow.
Yum.
Yeah.
That's probably good.
That or Bob Chapek was trying to learn how to eat like a human again.
Uh,
That was not what was supposed to play there, but we know very well that he never looked it up because he fought with cables for an hour.
We're almost done.
It's so hot here. Today, the new Craftsman Bar opened at your local Sears.
what?
I'm joking. It's at the Grand Californian Hotel. Cameron, look up what Sears is later when you get home. The new pool bar is a great place to grab a drink, a bite to eat, and forget that you left your 3-year-old unattended in the pool. That's it. That's the news. Nick, who brought us the news?
Well, Tom, the news is brought to us by the Lost Bros. They make apparel, posters, and home goods for theme park fans of all ages. You can shop their whole site by going to WDWNT.com and clicking on their ad. Shop designs like their classic waffle and bacon crossbones, the Drink Around the World tour collection, their princesses jerseys, and park favorites like their Dole Whip pocket tees, the Tomorrowland Drive-In Theater, and the Birds Who Sing Words World Tour poster. Make the most of tonight's commercial breaks and shop through their extensive collection. The Lost Bros, an official partner of WDW News Tonight.
Thank you, Nick. All right, when we come back, we have a game. We have America Sings, our patriotic Disney Don't Forget the Lyrics. We have psychotic comments, an update on Reflections of Forever, and more. We come back tonight.
Moments in history.
And this one features more.
And here's what you will take away in all your minds and hearts.
Hi, I'm Thomas, and before I start a hard day of writing for the Parks blog, I need a hearty breakfast. That's when I reach for a bowl of my favorite cereal, Unscrupuloops.
Oh, can I have some?
Sure, Bob. You like it?
It's a little hard.
That's because Unscrupuloops is full of nonsensical toys.
Oh, good. Toys are my barrier to entry when it comes to breakfast cereal. No one buys Cheerios or Rice Krispies unless there's a toy in it.
That's right, Bob. No one will eat a world-renowned cereal when you get something crammed with recognizable things that are truly horrible.
Yeah, we should just throw all of our Cheerios away. It's garbage.
Well, Bob, the other people in the house might complain if we do that. They really like Cheerios.
Well, I guess I don't want everyone to hate me. We can keep the Cheerios, but I'm for damn sure throwing out all this Captain EO Crunch.
That's fine, Bob. We can get away with that one.
Okay, I'm gonna get some ketchup and some pickles, and I'm gonna finish this in my room.
Unscrupuloops is filled with bird and bear-shaped oat pieces, mixed with hard toys like Lego bricks and Tinker toys. And if someone in your house doesn't like the toys in the cereal, just take them out quietly and just tell them they were never there to begin with.
Is that Corliss guy dead yet?
Yes, Bob. It's better to just lie to him, too.
Unscrupuloops are part of a complete public relations disaster.
Roundup barbecue. Come on, it's time to eat. Roundup barbecue. A big old slab of meat. For the folks at Woody's Lunchbox from the whole new restaurant, it's our Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. You know, we save so much money not building fancy city folk things like shade, nice tables and chairs, or even a third register that we can now expand to a new location just steps away to Andy's backyard. It's time for Burt Brisket. It's the very best. It's the biggest capacity afterthought in the Wild Wild West. Our new barbecue corral serves up favorites that fell off of Andy's mom's grill right onto the ground and then into your plate. And they taste like it too. Is that coffee crusted steak or is that just dirt? Well, there's only one way to find out. So mosey on down to the Rodeo Barbecue. Just swing a big left on past that arch with the logo made in a high school graphic design class and get ready to have what we call smoked ribs. Yeehaw! Roundup Barbecue. Bob Chapek's laid a scheme. Roundup barbecue. The tables aren't even themed. Everyone comes running to the only building that can be seen. It's the hastiest, cheapest edition from that robot who's mean. Overcooked pulled pork.
While you're enjoying the program you're listening to or watching right now, did you know that
Great moments in history. Great moments in history.
This one features more.
And here's what you will take away in all your
I almost don't want to interrupt them. I love that.
Then don't. Hold on.
I'm opening up the chat. So
Yeah, we have plenty of time to put this in.
great moments in history. Such as the American box.
There you go. Okay, so we're going to do things a little differently tonight. We do have a patriotic version of Disney. Don't forget the lyrics we're calling America Sings.
So.
And we're going to do things a little differently. Hopefully this is going to work. What we're going to do is we're going to play a piece of audio, and then you guys can call in. You guys can't see it, but Nick went to fix a wire, and it just fell and flew away. Go ahead.
Bye, Nick.
Go ahead. Come on. Just come on through. There we go. Yep, there he is. It's really close. See, it's a short walk. He's going to fix the wire now. It's Nick's back. There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a piece of music. And it's going to stop, and then you can call in and give us the rest of the lyrics. And if you're correct, you will win a fabulous prize. That's how this is going to work.
I just want to start today over.
Same.
I don't know.
Don't worry, you get to in like 90 minutes.
Hi.
So we're gonna play that. So
yeah,
we're
you
gonna play a
want
piece
me
of
to-
music, and then Cameron, you can put the phone number up now for people if you'd like, Cameron, so that way they know what to call if they know the answer to this. So there's the phone number. Nick's gonna play some audio and call in if you think you know the rest of the song.
Two brothers on their way, two brothers on their way, two brothers on their way.
I assume the next 7 words?
Sure.
Yeah, we want the next, I think, 7 words. Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
So call in 832-7-WDWNT7. Play that one more time.
Oh,
for
we have the
everybody.
2 contestants on the line.
Well, they can certainly try. We're going to play one more time for everybody at home, just in case.
Yeah.
One more time.
Two brothers on their way, two brothers on their way, two brothers on their way.
There you go. Do the callers want to try, or are we going to put the callers on? Is that the plan?
Well, they have to be listening to the stream.
I hope they're listening to the stream, because otherwise this isn't going to work. Someone tell them to listen to the stream. But the phone line is open regardless. We'll take calls for that one if not. But someone should tell them to listen to the stream, because otherwise, the part of the wire problems we had tonight is feeding that audio through to callers. So that's why we're playing the game the way that we're playing it tonight. It's not the way we usually do it.
That's why we're late.
Well, and yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we might have Eric on. Eric?
Here.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, I think I hear Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Hello.
He's breaking up a little bit.
I know. So, Eric, did you hear the clip?
I didn't.
Okay.
You didn't
You
hear
did
the
not
clip.
hear the clip. Are you watching the stream? Are you watching us?
Do we lose him now? We're having all sorts of wire problems.
We
I
are.
apologize.
I apologize. Eric?
Here. The stream or the phone either.
Okay. Well, Cameron's going to sing it for you.
Should we just sing it?
No.
Boy, I'm sorry.
Does he have access to this? Does Eric have access to the stream to listen to it? We can play it one more time over the stream for everybody.
Eric?
Eric?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay.
Eric, could you listen to the stream? Is that a possibility?
I'm listening to it right now, but it's maybe like a 10-second delay.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. We're going to play the audio over the stream. Go ahead and listen as we play it. You should hear it in about 10 seconds, and then let us know what you think the answer might be.
Two brothers on their way, two brothers on their way, two brothers on their way.
I will hold for the delay.
Eric?
I don't want to interrupt him if he's listening to this very convoluted game.
He heard it.
Okay, he heard it. Do you think you have an answer? Nope. We're not getting anything.
Something's wrong with this. Eric?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Oh, there you are. Do you think you have an answer for us?
I didn't recognize it.
Didn't recognize it. Okay.
Should I play another one for him?
Yeah, let's play another one for him. Eric, we're going to play another one over there. Make sure you listen for it.
Okay.
America, spread your golden wings.
And now we wait. WDW News Tonight, the most riveting 2 hours of audio. When it works, you'll get every week. And if you think you know any of these, you can call that number. Cameron, leave that number up for people. We will fight the cord to put you on the air.
Okay, so the last one was going to be America, Spread Your Golden Wings from the American Adventure.
Yeah, that's the song. We're looking for what are the next words in the song.
So America, Spread Your Golden Wings, Learn to Fly.
All right, Nick, you have the answer?
I do.
Oh, good. It plays the whole thing again. That's good. Batting 1,000.
America, Spread your golden wings, sail on freedom's wind, across the sky.
Was that the answer or was that the question again?
That was the answer.
Okay.
He's fine.
Eric,
I think we should skip.
Eric, we're just going to send you a prize for being
Eric,
such a
you
good
got it
sport
right.
through all these technical problems. We're just going to send you something. So
Yeah.
stay on the line. They're going to collect your information.
Here's the problem, Tom. We found out tonight that we can't send and receive audio from this call screening computer.
Yeah.
That is the problem. Can't
That's
do
great.
both.
Great.
Could do one or the other.
One or the other. Okay.
Yes.
Great.
All right.
We're having a good old time here on
I'm
the
sorry
show.
about that.
All right, we have a second caller. I don't know why we're going to do this, but we're going to do it.
We're gonna do this.
We have somebody on the line.
All
Take
right.
that number down,
All right.
because who knows how much longer we can do this for.
Let's do it again.
Let's just
God,
do
I
it.
can't
Sam
believe
Sam
we're
is on
trying
the
this.
line. He pre-registered. We got to honor it.
Hi, Sam.
Mistake.
Nope. All I heard was mistake, and I agree.
Hello.
Hi. How's everybody doing today?
We're doing okay.
Or happy 4th of July almost.
We'll be up when Stranger Things drops at 3 a.m. That's the good news. God. Sam, we're going to try to play this game with you. So hopefully you have the stream available with the show.
We'll give it a shot.
Okay. So we're going to play a piece of audio over there. Make sure you're listening. And then you're going to try to give us the next words in the song. Here we go.
One wore blue and one wore gray as they marched along their way. The fife and drum began to play. One wore blue and one wore gray as they marched along their way. The fife and drum began to play.
Thanks to this wire, we will take it.
All on a beautiful morning. Sorry, there was a delay.
There
to
you
that.
go. You got it. No, you got it.
Yeah.
Good
That's
job.
absolutely correct, Sam. Stay on the line. We're going to get you a
Send them a
prize.
prize.
Thank you for being
Yeah.
patient. See, we can do this.
Yep.
Yeah.
We cannot be stopped. You can call us unscrupulous. You can cut our wires. You can give me Nicholas Cicero as an assistant.
All right, look.
You could try to stop me all these different ways.
In
and we're going to
fairness.
find a way.
In fairness, I fixed the problem of them not hearing things out of the mixer.
Who, the people on the phone?
Yes.
So they can hear music now?
Well, no, but then we couldn't hear them.
Well, I'm glad. Very happy.
There are plenty more callers.
We have more callers?
Oh,
Put them on!
Oh, I hate you. Now you're just punishing
They're on the
me.
phone. They're
All right,
waiting. What are we going to do?
We got Jarrett. We're ready for Jarrett.
Hey, Jarrett.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Want to answer the first question?
Did anyone answer the first one? No, I think we had a first one, which was also Two Brothers, which no one answered. Do you want to just answer it?
Yeah, was that the one on one more blue and one more gray?
Probably.
Let's see if that's correct.
Two brothers on their way, two brothers on their way, two brothers on their way. One wore blue and one wore gray.
Oh.
That's correct!
Oh.
All right, Jared, thanks for calling in. Stay on the line. Happy 4th of July. We'll get you a prize.
All right, good deal.
Thanks, Jarrett.
See, we can do this.
Good deal indeed.
Give me the next one.
Next.
Yep. Yeah, we got
We
two
have
more.
two in queue.
so
Two
if
more.
you
We're
want
going to do these last two. We're not taking any more calls. Last two.
No, Big, not yes.
Wait, what? I don't know what is she undermining us?
Yes.
She is the underminer.
Bring her on here to guess one of these.
No, it's fine. Unless Gordo wants. to
5
play.
more?
Gordo. Oh,
No,
we have 5.
that's not what I said.
5 more.
My arm's getting tired.
Oh man, this is like Bob Chapek
All right,
getting
so-
letters about the country bears in his office. How many more? 5. What's a letter?
All right.
So
Do we have them?
If there's any more, please put them through now. Thank you.
Yes, it is time. We still have lots more show to do. We're an hour in now. An hour to go. Can't talk about hamburgers because nobody knew what a Walt Disney World hamburger
staff
is.
was opposed to
No
the
one
hamburger.
had people said they'd never had hamburgers at Walt Disney World. You believe that?
What was the other one that we said was a good idea, though? The bathrooms.
We've done a top 10 bathrooms before. But yeah. If we're just waiting for them to put
Mine is
calls
the
through.
Victoria Falls Lounge Burger, by the way.
I haven't had that.
It's a Bry.
All right, we're looking for Mark.
Mark.
Mark,
We
how you
got
doing,
there,
Mark?
Mark?
Hey.
Okay, Mark. Do you have the stream available? You're watching the show.
I did, and the second song.
You wanted to answer the second song. Which one was that? Golden Dreams? You want to answer the American Adventure one?
Golden Dreams, yes.
Yeah. Do you have an answer, or you want to hear it again?
I think I got it. Sail on freedom's wings across the sky.
Sail on freedom's wing across the sky. Let's hear the whole thing. Let's see if that's right.
America, spread your golden wings, sail on freedom's wing, across the sky.
Sounds right.
Sounds
to me.
right to
I'm
me.
going to take it. I'm going to take it. All right, Mark, stay on the line. We're going to get you a prize. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Thanks
Mark.
for sticking through the technical difficulties, everybody. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I'm in Central Florida, too, so these storms are pretty bad, so I get it.
I wish I could
Yeah,
blame the
storm.
storms.
Yep,
Yes,
yep,
you know.
yep.
Don't give Nick
Those
any
pesky
excuses.
storms.
Storm
every day.
out there. Shake my fist at you.
Are you shaking your fist at Reagan?
No, the storm.
Gonna
Oh,
smack
you're
the
Reagan.
taste
Oops.
out of your mouth. All right, we got who's the next call?
Gordo.
Jack
Oh,
on?
Jack.
Jack on?
Gordo's the
Jack on?
cat.
I'm gonna go with Jack.
Hello?
Hello.
Who is this?
Jackson.
Jackson.
Jackson. All right,
Yeah.
Jackson.
Hey.
I think we need to
Yeah.
give you a new song.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any available. So do you have the stream available?
Yes, I do. I have it right up here.
Okay, great. There's gonna be a little bit of delay, but we're gonna go and play a song over there. Make sure you go listen and then come back and give us an answer.
Okay.
Here we go.
Great moments in history. La 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 la. Great moments in history. And this one features more. And here's what you will take away in all your minds and hearts. Great moments in history.
I think it's the next 5 words we're looking for. We'll give them a few seconds for that delay.
Only the American part.
That's absolutely correct. That's it. All right, stay on the line. We're going to get you a prize. Everybody's... Whoa. didn't
What?
hear.
What's up, Jackson?
I know my parts music. Sorry.
Yeah.
Good. No, everybody's doing well tonight. Well, stay on the line. We're going to get you a prize.
Nice.
All right, great. Thanks.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Thank you too.
Liz, everybody, we're giving out all sorts of prizes tonight.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
This
we're
is
doing good.
working.
All right, how many we got left?
It's working.
It's working.
Okay.
Nick, as he holds the sound, look at this. His hand holding a cord. You can't see it. It's working. There's electricity flowing through Nick's body right now. But
It's working.
It's working. Next caller. We have a next caller?
No, that's all.
That's all. We're done.
Yep.
That's it. All right, Nick, why don't you take us to the wonderful world of psychotic comments?
Oh, goodness.
then?
Hold on.
Or do you
a
want to
second.
wait?
Just
I
give-
could buy
just
some time.
buy
I
a
have
couple
segment.
seconds. I got to pull it up.
Oh, I want to talk about something real quick then.
Okay.
We have a big show coming up, and yeah, we're doing so well with the 2-hour one. We should do more, right? Is what you're saying at home.
Make it longer.
You need to fix all these wires before Monday, by the way, because
I know.
I'm here alone in the
coming
morning
in,
on Monday.
yeah.
So an annual tradition here at WDWNT, we do a multi-hour live show to celebrate our anniversary every single year. July 8th will mark the 12th anniversary of WDWNT.com when it all began.
Nice.
What? Nice. All right. Give them the logo. Show them the logo.
Time flies.
There it is. There's our 12-year logo based on the 12-year pin for Walt Disney World where our D logo was a Horizons logo instead, but the colors were pretty much the same. So on Monday, July 8th, we will do a 12-hour live program to celebrate our 12 years online. So this will be a lot like what we used to do. So a lot of the show we will be taking, oh boy, this is great. We'll be taking comments from the chat. We'll talk about things you want to talk about. Maybe we'll take calls if we figure this out. Who knows? We'll look into it. But at least we'll have the live chats functioning. And so we're going to begin at 12 noon Eastern. 12 noon Eastern on Monday, and we'll run until midnight Eastern again on July 8th. I have a loose schedule in front of me. Again, we're starting at noon, 1 p.m. I'm probably going to regret this. We may have to switch some of these things around, but 1 o'clock is supposed to be Disney Don't Forget the Lyrics.
Oh, nice. Go for it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hopefully it works. 3 p.m. Disney Parks Pursuit. 6 p.m. WDWNT The Dream Sequence, which is a game I legally can't name. So you can probably figure out at home. It's a game we used to play. We've renamed it, and it'll be slightly different so we don't get sued. There you go. Then at 7 p.m., for the first time in a long time, we will do the top 10, where we all make our top 10 lists and talk about them. And we're going to go back and do one we did a long time ago, but a lot has changed since the last time we did it. We're going to do the top 10 attractions currently at Walt Disney World. It was a very famous segment we did on episode like 130 of the podcast. It was pretty insane. People remember it and bring it up all the time. So we're going to redo it now with the current slate of attractions at Walt Disney World and see what everybody thinks. At 9 p.m. Eastern, we will have Back to the Future Live, which will be the Matterhorn Bobsled 60th anniversary, and that will include the plans for the Matterhorn at Walt Disney World. We'll show you concept art and those plans and all the things that were going to happen when it was going to be built either at the Magic Kingdom or at Epcot as part of World Showcase. And then we will wrap up the whole night at 11 p.m. with WDWNT The Match Game, one of our all-time favorites that you guys seem to love. So all that and more, a lot of surprises too, on Monday, July 8th, right at WDWNtunes.com. So most of the show will be audio, and then several of those segments or shows will be live streamed to YouTube, just as we do this show. So there you go. And if you can't watch live, portions will be released on the WDWNT podcast for you to enjoy later. And that's what we're doing on July 8th. You want your psychotic comments now? Are you ready? There you go. Go for it.
Yeah. It's always fun to start off with some racism in the psychotic comments. New Brer Fox and Brer Bear Slash Mountain plush story. Seth wrote in, they should not be making plushes for that racist movie. Need to retheme Splash Mountain too.
I hear they have some plans for Toy Story animatronics.
Oh, sweet. That'd be great.
Wayne... Don't spill that one, please.
Napinelli responded, who the hell do you think you are, dumb bleep? The movie is not racist at all, you uneducated person. I'm a black man that grew up on this and still own the 45 RPM storybook with pictures. I play this for my children at night before bedtime, and it's their favorite story. Enough is enough. Stop making something simple and wonderful into something from hate.
Wow.
There you go.
That's all pretty psychotic.
In the electric, there was a story about the electric umbrella. Electric Boogaloo wrote in, electric umbrella is a quote-unquote fan favorite. Didn't know that.
I just like that second floor.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna miss my second floor.
I don't think I've ever been on the second floor. I know it exists. I don't think I've ever.
Are you serious?
I don't think
we have. I don't know. We've spent many hours up there, like collecting. Is my mic on? 'Cause it's
yeah.
Okay. We've collected like for games and stuff. We've collected papers.
Yeah.
So we've spent endless hours up there. I also don't think Electric Umbrella is as bad as people think. It used to be real bad. And the last couple menus were honestly pretty fine. I don't have a problem.
There was a Tom found this one actually. This was on our breaking story about Character Spot, Club Cool, Starbucks and more. closing in September for Project Gamma area overhaul at Epcot. Ilini 24 wrote in.
Good try.
Bring back Mr. Toads. Why? In Epcot?
I also like that you wrote Mr. Toads.
Mr. Toads.
Like apostrophe S, Mr. Toads. Bring back Mr. Toads.
How about Goofy's Candy Company at Disney Springs?
This was insane.
Now serving alcoholic frozen glaciers. Frozen glaciers.
Frozen glaciers.
Gary wrote in, do you think that all the millions of families coming to Walt Disney World with little ones would want their kids seeing folks who have had a little too much to drink, having their kids see this? Walt did not want alcohol served in the Magic Kingdom at all, and in the rest of the property, only in a few select locations, including Disneyland. Was that his decree?
No, because obviously you could get a drink at the Disneyland Hotel, and also separately, in the concept art for Epcot the City, there's pubs. So I don't think
that's a select location.
Yeah, it wasn't the Magic Kingdom, yeah.
It's not an ice cream stand. These need to be only for dinner and at resorts. And
what,
guests
Goofy Glacier?
And guests be limited to 1 or 2 drinks. To not
limit of 2 Goofy Glaciers per guest. There's like 14-year-old kids with fake IDs coming to get Goofy Glaciers. It's like McLovin.
Oh my goodness.
Sneaking alcoholic Goofy Glaciers in his pants to a party. Who wants to do Goofy Glacier shots? Woo! Okay, Goofy Glacier stand upside down. He's drinking a Goofy Glacier with vodka.
To not follow Walt's vision is disrespecting Walt. Ember wrote in, is it legal in Florida to leave alcohol out unsecured for purchase? I think it is not safe to leave the alcohol at children's height available to anyone.
Behind the counter.
A child could mistakenly add it to their drink.
It's just like, I'm just picturing like a sitcom where like they're distracted and like there's just some kid in the background of the shot like
Disney CMO42 wrote, can we just leave the candy store alone? Seriously, alcohol in Goofy's candy shop? Walt's getting dizzy, spinning in his grave. I get it. Alcohol is a huge profit margin and an easy one, but it's getting ridiculous. Jeff replied, I love reading some of the teetotalers' reactions every time a new alcohol option is introduced at Disney parks. They scream Bloody Mary murder every time. To be honest, they scream bloody murder. Oh, yeah.
Did you add Mary?
I did. I was distracted.
You're thinking about alcohol. What happened? That kid's gonna. That alcohol's at child height. The kid's gonna make a Bloody Mary at a Goofy Glacier.
Oh boy.
Dad, what's vodka?
The beyond stupid Walt spinning in his grave remarks also bring joy to my heart. Perhaps a giant Sesame Street themed vacation destination can someday be constructed for these Puritans.
They serve alcohol at that point.
Yeah, they do. Common Sense wrote in, man, this page is filled with alcoholics. Seriously, though, this has been the answer for most upgrades since Be Our Guest opened. Just add alcohol.
Yeah, that's going to be most of the 50 new things for the 50th anniversary. Just like things adding alcohol. Tony's Chicken Parmesan, now with alcohol. It's infused like the beignets.
I wanted to read this one. This was in your Who WDWNT Really Is article. Yeah. Lou wrote, actually, I'm a longtime Disney fan and did not even know about this website. So Disney's negative comment ironically brought me to you today. Now I've bookmarked WDWNT.com and intend to make you a part of my Disney habit.
That's very sweet.
We have a few comments, actually, from different articles from Robert Chapeko. Robert Chapeko on the Hungry Bear Restaurant, the Loaded Fries article. When you want to eat something that looks like comes out of the wrong end of a baby, order the Loaded Fries, a Hungry Bear Restaurant. It's not wrong.
Thanks,
Probably
Robert.
a baby that had vodka at Goofy's Candy Company.
Let's see. Robert Chapeko wrote in, don't worry, I'll have my bearskin rug by the end of the year after I put the bears into B mode and just have a 1980s boombox on the edge of the stage for the music. I'll show these people. Yeah. And then he also wrote in, I'm not even sure which article this was on. Not possible. This was on the monorail one. Not possible. We hooked each door with a new bungee cord that I stole from Hard Rock Casino. You know, the ones that hold my casino card. On the monorail silver refurbished article, Disney 6166 wrote in, as long as the mildew smell is gone and the AC works properly, then we can honestly say they have been refurbished. Okay, then one of my favorites. You ready for this?
Sure.
Remember, I did let on a couple weeks ago that I was a pressed penny aficionado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the I've seen this. Yeah.
New $1 souvenir penny machines with crank, except cash or credit card at Walt Disney World. Cindy wrote in, there is a club called TEC, the Elongated Collectors. In case you didn't know, it's called an elongated coin, not a pressed penny.
Yeah, it's not a pressed penny.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Collectors want pre-1982 cents, which are mostly copper. The cents minted after 1982 have a zinc core. When rolled, gray shadows appear when the zinc shows through. Unfortunately, that gray will turn black over time and ruin the design. We call these types of cents zinkers. No coincidence that it rhymes with stinkers. I could tolerate the cost if I had the choice to get a copper cent, but I won't pay $1 for a zinker. Let's start a movement to let them know our disappointment with the new machines. Everyone working together might help turn this trend around. We love our elongated treasures. Don't give us zinkers. We want copper. Don't give us zinkers. We want copper. Come on, everybody. Cameron, don't give us zinkers.
I want to go home.
We want copper. Zinkers are for stinkers. Don't give us zinkers.
You know,
we want
please
copper.
stop.
Come on, everybody.
Please stop. I think I have had my fill of crusades against the Disney company for the time being.
Let's make t-shirts.
And I don't know that zinkers are really the next move I'm going to make.
Jason, get that URL now.
Save,
No more zinkers.
save the
Zinkers
copper.
are for sinkers.
Save the copper. Oh boy, is that it?
Please.
Don't give us zinkers. We want
Nick,
copper.
who brought
Don't give us zinkers. We want copper.
You're ruining the plush.
You're going to knock out a chord again.
Yeah.
Nick, who brought us the Wonderful World of Psychotic Comments?
Oh, yep.
Yep, that's where we're at. Just throwing pages now?
Narrator live.
He read narrator live. It's too late. Like, we're supposed to be off already. That's the problem. Come on.
All right, let's do it.
Oh my God. The Wonderful World of Psychotic Comments is brought to you by WIGS, the WDWNT Interglobe Society. Support WDWNT and get early and exclusive access to content that you just can't find anywhere else, including exclusive WDW News Tonight post shows each and every week, starting at just $2 a month. For more information, go to patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com and click on the Patreon link. Join the WIGS and help make WDWNT happen through Patreon.
All right, thank you, Nick. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the next couple shows. And then we're going to do this top 7 with a new topic. I'll tell you what the new topic is when we get back.
Hamburgers.
The line for Savi's Workshop custom lightsaber experience is already closed for the day, and you can't even grab a free spork from Docking Bay 7 anymore? What are you going to do with your day in Galaxy's Edge? Well, why not skip the hustle and bustle of Batuu and come into Tom's Spork Shop custom spork building experience? We're located conveniently in the nearby Red Rose Tavern restrooms in Fantasyland. But if the evil First Order or Disney management comes by, remember, we're just going to the bathroom, not illegally running a sport building business in a theme park. It's all part of the story and theme of our immersive experience. With the help of my assistants I call the cronies, each guest gets their own private stall to build one of 4 types of custom sporks. Peace and justice. Power and control. Elemental nature. And protection and defense. We have over 500 pieces and 3 colors of Sharpie to choose from, so no 2 sporks are ever the same. And at the low cost of $19.99 a spork, you can afford to make more than one. Cast member annual pass holder discounts do not apply. So hop on a land speeder and zoom on down to Tom's Spork Shop in the Red Rose Tavern restrooms in Fantasyland at Disneyland Park. No reservations necessary. And may the sporks be with you. While you're enjoying the program you're listening to or watching right now, did you know that WDWNT.com has even more original programs you could be enjoying? Like
Dreamfinders is WDW News Today's podcast all about the creative culture surrounding Disney parks. Curious what it's like to read poetry about the Haunted Mansion? Well, we've talked to someone who has. How about what it takes to actually build a Disney castle? We've chatted with a guy who did just that. Authors, Imagineers, dancers, actors, photographers, filmmakers, and a whole lot more have all stopped by to chat about how Disney has inspired their artistic work. Dreamfinders. Episodes drop every other Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcatcher.
4 panelists, 30 minutes, 1 week in Disney Parks news. This is Parks Center. On Parks Center, the panel and I cover the top 7...
7?
Yeah, 7 Disney Park stories of the past week. Attraction news to transportation scandals to new food and merchandise, we'll cover it all in 30 minutes or less. You can watch us stream live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. at WDWNtunes.com, watch episodes on demand at youtube.com/WDWNT, or subscribe to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast app.
Ride Rehab is the podcast of ridiculously reskinning, refurbishing, and even removing Disney attractions, shows, areas, and parks. Can we cram Star Wars or Marvel into anything else? Just listen and find out. Visit riderehab.com to start listening now. That's riderehab.com.
WDWNT Nerd Alert is the podcast that encompasses all things Marvel and Star Wars in a fun and entertaining format. On each episode, we take a look at the latest news, provide reviews for the latest feature films, inform you about what is going on in the comic book world, and discuss and debate original topics pertaining to the worlds of Marvel, Star Wars, and beyond. Find us on various podcast applications by searching for WDWNT Nerd Alert.
The WDW News Today podcast is the one that started them all. Join us for comprehensive history segments, heated debates, epic countdowns, and more from the Disney theme parks around the globe. Just search for WDW News Today in whatever podcast service you choose.
Last but certainly not least is WDWNT's premiere show, WDW News Tonight. Join us every Thursday night at 9 p.m. for a live, weekly audio and video show that combines the latest headlines, comedy, trending vacation topics, call-in games, and in-depth discussions to bring Disney fans a one-of-a-kind 2-hour program covering the Disney parks. If you can't catch the show live, you can always watch it later on YouTube or listen to it through your desired podcast service.
Get more info on all of these shows and more online at WDWNT.com, the worldwide leader in Disney parks news and entertainment. Done 97 of these, and you still can't figure it out. Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. Thank you for sticking with us through the technical difficulties, whether you're joining us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or, of course, at WDWNtunes.com. We'd like to tell you we appreciate you joining us and sticking around. All right, next week, July 11th, Nick isn't here.
Whoops.
So there will be a replacement for Nick next week. We'll talk about that next week.
It's unrelated to what happened tonight.
Someone is... No, it's not. Nick is actually... Where are you going?
Chicago.
What's in Chicago?
A company retreat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Work stuff. Okay. So Nick won't be here next week, but the boy and I will be. And we'll be playing the world-famous Jumble Cruise.
Oh, that one's fun.
I haven't played this one.
I love that one.
It's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. World-famous Jumble Cruise next week.
Episode 99 is coming up on July 18th. And then we are taking a week off. I will be traveling. And we're taking a week off for me to travel and also to get ready for a really big show, which will be our episode 100. I am still feverishly working out the details. It will be a big show. It will be a 3-hour show, and there will be more information later. There could be something very exciting about it. I'm still working on it.
There could be a lot of very.
I don't want to announce anything yet because after tonight, who knows? Who knows what'll happen? So anyway, Nick, please tell us who brings us WDW News Tonight.
I am going on. I read that as Cornac the Maleficent.
Shh, you're gonna spoil it. Jeez. Also, by the way, don't forget July 8th. We're here. 12 hours. WWNtunes.com.
I think they know Cornac is a part of big shows.
Yeah, Cornac, fine. Cornac the Magnificent will definitely be at episode 100. That's not the big surprise thing we're working on. So, yeah. Anyway, Nick, who brings us News Tonight each and every week?
News Tonight is brought to you by Never Grow Up Vacations. As an authorized Disney vacation planner, their travel professionals can help you customize a Disney vacation that's right for you, your family, and your budget. Their connections with the travel market allow them to exceed the competition. But it's their knowledgeable agents that keep clients happy. If you love Disney vacations as much as we do, then prepare the experience of once in a life. I was trying to get through it, then you laugh. Then prepare to experience. I was going to say prepare an experience like of a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Why not? With Never Grow Up Vacations. Visit them online at nevergrowupvacations.com.
I feel so bad they pay for that ad.
That was so good. If you didn't laugh, no one would have noticed.
No, everyone noticed. Although it's 11:15 at night. People are just waiting for Stranger Things to drop. So we're just
this is a great waiting show.
It is. We should do a
We are the
Stranger Things
pre-show to
pre-show.
life. Pre-show to life is what I'm going to call this show for now. All right, so here's what's going to happen. We are going to take a commercial break, and we come back. We have the top 7. It is not hamburgers. It is fireworks shows. Disney Parks fireworks shows. We're going to talk about our top 7 of all time. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hamburger cameos, though.
I really want a hamburger right now.
Yeah.
I can go for hamburger.
Yeah.
So, can I buy you a drink?
I don't know. Wait. Are you wearing Splash Mountain Water?
Do you like it?
Zippity-doo-dah.
From the company behind your favorite theme park scented candles comes a new brand of seduction. Buena Vista. For men. Our line of colognes work for every occasion. Wanting to rekindle an old flame? Spray on some burning of Rome. Wanting to make a statement at the club? Try Gorilla Falls Musk. It's your fast pass to pleasure.
Honey, are you ready to go?
1 second.
We're going to be late if we don't. Is that the smell of the load platform from Dinosaur?
Maybe.
I'm canceling our reservation.
Why is that?
Because we're not gonna make it.
Buena Vista. For men. Smell the way Walt would have wanted.
Hi, I'm Thomas, and before I start a hard day of writing for the Parks blog, I need a hearty breakfast. That's when I reach for a bowl of my favorite cereal, Unscrupuloops.
Oh, can I have some?
Sure, Bob. You like it?
It's a little hard.
That's because Unscrupuloops is full of nonsensical toys.
Oh, good. Toys are my barrier to entry when it comes to breakfast cereal. No one buys Cheerios or Rice Krispies unless there's a toy in it.
That's right, Bob. No one will eat a world-renowned cereal when you get something crammed with recognizable things that are truly horrible.
Yeah, we should just throw all of our Cheerios away. It's garbage.
Well, Bob, the other people in the house might complain if we do that. They really like Cheerios.
Well, I guess I don't want everyone to hate me. We can keep the Cheerios, but I'm for damn sure throwing out all this Captain EO Crunch.
That's fine, Bob. We can get away with that one.
Okay, I'm gonna get some ketchup and some pickles, and I'm gonna finish this in my room.
Unscrewed Loops is filled with bird and bear-shaped ode pieces, mixed with hard toys like Lego bricks and Tinker toys. And if someone in your house doesn't like the toys in the cereal, just take them out quietly and just tell them they were never there to begin with.
Is that Corliss guy dead yet?
Yes, Bob. It's better to just lie to him, too.
Unscrupuloops are part of a complete public relations disaster.
Start my day with a big old bowl of Unscrupuloops, where I come up with my best rumors, crunching on some Lego pieces. Yeah, incorrect Disney Parks fact of the week: Stitch's Great Escape is still open. Anyway. All right, we have a brand new segment tonight. This is something new we're starting. We used to do the top 10 on the podcast. I wanted to revamp that in a way. I wanted to do something different. So what we're starting tonight is the top 7.
7?
Yeah, 7. Good job, boys. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 7 panelists. So we have myself, we have Nick and the boy over there.
That's us.
But then we also have a couple more people. We see the other people. I think we have Jessica. There's Jessica there.
Hi.
There's Jessica. Where's the cat? We only had you on for the cat.
Where's the cat?
Gordo was here earlier. He was here for like the first hour when we weren't on.
He found out we weren't talking about hamburgers and he booked it.
He started dancing.
He dipped.
Anyway, David Smith.
Hello.
No, David. David's muted now. David, another technical problem for you to figure out. Are you excited? Yeah. Poor David. If everyone else would give David Smith,
I can't.
Please give David Smith a round of applause. David tried his best tonight and really stuck with it. Thank you, David. All right, we have, who else we have?
Nathan?
We have Nathan? Or is
It's
that...
so late. It's
Yep.
so late.
It is late. It's
Yeah.
very late. Who else we got?
We got Jill.
Oh, and Jill.
Hello.
Hello,
Yay.
Jill. How's Jason
Hi.
doing?
He's good. He's good. Thank you for asking.
That's good. Can we tell
is,
people?
Yeah, we gave him a rest tonight.
I don't know. That is not my call.
Okay, then we're not going. That's fine. We'll talk about it with
But he's good.
That's good to hear. Okay, so here's the way this is going to work. We're going to go around to each of you one by one, and you're going to give me your favorite, your all-time, what you think is the all-time best Disney Parks fireworks show that you have seen. And that's going to give us 7 of them. And once we have the 7, once everybody has just
7.
Yeah, 7. Once everybody has contributed their pick, we are then going to all rank those 7 fireworks shows. That's how this is going to work. We're going to see if this works.
Before we start, David, can we hear you now? Nope.
David.
David, we
No.
cannot hear you.
It's going great. David's just happy the show is on at this point.
Or he's not telling us it isn't.
It's not. Yeah, it's none of this happened. Oh, it's so late we wouldn't know.
All right, David,
Before
keep
we-
trying.
We'll come back. Okay. Let's start with Jill. Why don't we start with Jill? Jill, go ahead, Jill.
Oh,
Give us your number 1 nighttime fireworks show. All time.
Okay, so I'm calling Wishes. If you want rationale, I just feel like it's such an iconic show and it shows the elegance of simplicity. I think there's something so strongly memorable about the beginning where they shoot up the shooting star, and it just, like, I get chills, and then the song starts and I would get chills every time. Like, even today, like going back and watching the show again on YouTube, like I got all choked up watching it. It's such an inspiring show. There's such good choreography. You know, you've got the Sorcerer's Apprentice part with the red fireworks shooting up to the tune of the music, which I think is so cool. You've got this personification of the fireworks where the blue fairy, like, they shoot up a firework and it's almost like she's the firework is the character. I just think they did so many creative things, and they did it so simply without so much of the technology that they use today, and it was still so gorgeous. It highlighted the castle so well. It made the castle a part of the show as itself instead of as a backdrop or as a canvas for something else. So yeah, I have so many good memories of that show. It's the show that made me really fall in love with Disney fireworks shows all over again as an adult, and I think it was awesome.
Wow. That was a really good description of Wishes.
Thank you.
If I had to explain to someone what that show was, I would just copy what you just said. Okay, let's move on. Jessica. Now she's muted.
Oh no, Jessica.
Now
what
you're
happened?
muted.
Well, because
Hi.
the film professor told me that I had like muffled sound, so I muted it.
Yeah, excuse me. He's a monorail narrator now.
Oh, yes. He knows Spanish now. I'm very proud of him.
Ropa
Por
vieja.
favor, manténgase alejado de las ruedas.
Ropa vieja.
I'm very proud of
Muy
I'm
bien.
very proud of you all. You've made me very happy. Thank you.
We tried.
Go
ahead.
I just can't say haleo.
No. My favorite fireworks display is Happily Ever After because I'm basic.
Wow.
And I
you're the
love
one
that
that
this
got
comes
it.
Yeah, and I
You're
love how
the
this
one
comes
that
up right after Jill says like wishes. Like I hate wishes was lame.
Oh man, Jill is gonna fight you. You have no idea.
Throw down.
I love and respect you, Jill, but wishes was lame.
I'm gonna let you
In
finish.
this house, we love and respect wishes.
I'm gonna let you finish. But Happily Ever After was the best fireworks. Anyway.
It really is. No, like, well, I think it's like a personal thing. Like, Happily Ever After premiered right when I was really getting back into gear with like getting into Disney parks and really getting into like blogs and stuff. So I was all about when it came out and like the coverage of when the fireworks premiered and debuted. And then it like caters to my taste. I mean, it has Moana, it has Hercules, it has like the Hunchback of Notre
Millennial
Dame.
stuff.
Millennial stuff. And I love all those films. I think they have some of the best music in all of like Disney animated like history. So I'm really happy that they get love in that display. And then you have like fireworks that like use as symbols, you know, like you have like Merida and like the arrow, and then you have Moana with the little
It hits the
swirly
bullseye.
thing. Yes, I think that's so cool.
Moana
and then
has
of
Maui's
course,
hook.
I don't even like Frozen that much, and like that part where like you have the like chorus of people singing that line and then the fireworks go off, I'm just like tears. I usually avoid fireworks. I grew up like the fireworks for me was like peak ride time. I would not sit out in the corner waiting for fireworks. I'd just start hitting up like Space Mountain, whatever. So for me to actually like want to stop and like watch a like fireworks show, I usually do the dessert parties just because, well, that was back when they were still like $60, not like $100. But yes.
Yes, affordable $60 dessert parties. What has happened?
But if you're like, you know, I didn't want to fight with people, and it was, you had cupcakes.
Yeah,
so
fair. I want to fight with people, and this is the most millennial answer that's ever been given. I like the Hercules and the Moana, and I like cupcakes, and I don't like to fight people.
Yes.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, and thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
So, Jessica, did you ever like
David.
Wishes?
Hi.
Hey, you can hear me. Did you ever like Wishes, though, at any point?
No, like, I don't like
Never.
how, like,
Okay.
Jiminy Cricket comes off as, like, judgmental, and then you have the chorus of children.
Whoa.
And then...
No, we
Jiminy
stand,
Cricket microaggression.
Jiminy Cricket narrated nighttime shows here at WDWNT. Like Spectro Magic, so you better watch out.
No, Jiminy is a judgmental little cricket, and I'm not.
He's
I'm
your
not here
conscience.
for it. I
He's judgy.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, totally.
It was like overproduced, overdone. Again, just good for going on rides with no wait. That's all Wishes was for me.
Jill is
So-
like boiling, I think.
Jill, how you holding up over
I
there?
can sense it. Yeah,
I'm just laughing that she just said, "I love Happily Ever After, but Wishes was overproduced."
Oh man.
Your turn.
I don't
Jess.
make the rules. I don't make the rules. That's just what it is.
Jiminy Cricket and his microaggressions.
If I can say something to
Microaggressions.
mitigate the two of them,
There's some heat. There's some tension right now.
I think they're the natural progression. I think Wishes changed the game at the time. There was a lot of new things. There was a lot of cool new fireworks. They're using the castle as a part of the show. Like it turns into the sorcerer's hat and all the other things they do with it. I think Happily was the next natural progression in that you now had projection mapping technology and more advanced shells and different things you could do. And I think both of them complement each other very well, and I think they were as great as each other at the times they debuted. I think that's what I would say about them. I think both are pretty spectacular. Obviously, I'm going to pick Happily because it's newer. Like it has pushed the envelope again. That doesn't mean I will discredit Wishes or don't miss it. I mean, it's just different. But yeah. Anyway, David, would you like?
Gordo likes.
Gordo likes what?
Gordo likes Happily Ever After.
Yeah, he's watching. Look at those eyes. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, David.
All right, so I'll start off by saying that I liked Wishes. I liked it for the first 8 years of its existence. By the end of its run, I had grown, I guess not tired of it, but it had grown a little bit too old for me. So the one that I chose was actually one that not really replaced Wishes, but it was inserted at various points, and that is Magic, Music, and Mayhem. So first, of course, started out with the Pirate and Princess Party. And then it was also used during the Summer Nightastic series of fireworks. So
yeah, so it was renamed Summer Nightastic Fireworks Spectacular.
Right. But I think the original is the one that really sticks in my mind. And I don't know if it's simply because it was something different than Wishes that I was really excited about, or I can't put my finger on what precisely it is that I liked about this so much. But I do remember. We saw it first at a Pirate and Princess Party, so that was just a neat event anyway. But then with the perimeter fireworks, just was a really cool feeling. I mean, they had probably existed before that, but I hadn't seen any of those shows. So that was a great part of it. It made great use of the castle too. I mean, it felt like it was blowing the castle up during the pirate sequence. So that was good. And again, before projection mapping, but they still had, things on the castle that interacted. The fireworks directly surrounding the castle were spectacular. They had the shaped shells. They had I think they had a skull and crossbones, or at least a skeleton head. They had hearts. They had other aspects that were tied into the story. And that, I think, is the one thing that I really liked, is that unlike Wishes and even Happily Ever After, which was, it feels like a clip show in some ways, this had a cohesive story from beginning to end, with the princesses coming together. Then you had the pirates attack, and then you had the princesses and the fairies getting together to counteract that. And then, of course, you have your Happily Ever After at the end. So that's why it's my choice.
I love this show so much. And David, I want to play off a couple things you said. Number one, the castle blowing up thing during the pirate attack sequence. During I think it was the first week of it being Summer Nightastic Fireworks Spectacular, someone called the fire department, called 911, that the castle was on fire. So that happened. That was a big deal when that happened. I think a couple things about that show. There was a lot of pyro. It was really well put together. Really great story. A lot of new shells. They had the color changing shells, and David pointed out a couple of the other things. The other thing that really comes to mind for me is it was the first show to use the Pirates of the Caribbean movie score. And I think, number one, that piece of music that Hans Zimmer made was made to be in nighttime
Made for
shows.
it, absolutely.
Yeah. And the fact that not only that, it was the most beautifully choreographed sequence, like cannonballs blasting, and they hit the castle, and the castle blows up. It was so much so that it was copied, and it's basically in Happily Ever After now, like the exploding castle with the cannon fire. It's a really spectacular show. Yeah, really great. Nathan.
Yeah, this was an interesting one for me. I wanted to think about my personal favorite experience. So in that sense, I went with Holiday Wishes, which we were able to do in our suite of the Contemporary when we had our WDWNT party. And it was just a really, really cool experience. And something I think that is unique about that holiday show is not only does it sort of bring
an aspect of Wishes into it, but it also kind of unites it with some really interesting arrangements of holiday tunes. The fireworks are really good. They really go off well, especially at the end. And I think that unlike a lot of shows where you have to connect because of the Disney music, it's a special one because you're connecting to it through like non-Disney stuff. Like it's Christmas music, and because of that, it feels very special and unique, and sort of like I think for a lot of people, sort of a must moment for their holiday season. And in that way, I think it's a really sort of unique show in a lot of other examples that are, of course, I mean, I don't think it's a problem, but very much exclusively Disney. They're very Disney, and this show is a little unique because of being a little different.
I love the Christmas tree. For a
Yeah.
Christmas tree, they shoot the gold, and it shapes around the castle being the body of the tree. It's really fun. And then the firework at the top is the star. It's really neat. Love that. Of course, Holiday Wish is now deceased.
Yes,
that last year
R.I.P.
was the last year. There'll be the new mini show will be this year. Cameron, the boy.
I chose another kind of personal favorite of mine. The Star Wars fireworks at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Now, are we talking Star Wars: A Galactic Spectacular, or are we talking Symphony in the Stars? Current show or the old show?
Current show.
Current show. Okay.
Yeah.
Galactic Spectacular.
As we all know, entertainment offerings at Hollywood Studios are limited. But for night entertainment, Fantasmic is the one that everyone always wants to see, always wants to go to. And I think Star Wars kind of gets overlooked a lot, the fireworks show. The ending is fantastic. I really like the ending with the lightsaber going up in the sky. That's that Speed Racer scene is a very great scene.
The what?
The Speed Racer one, right? What is it? The
Speed
Land Racer?
Pod Racer?
Go Speed Racer.
No, not the Pod Racer.
Go, there's no pod racing scene.
No, the
Go Speed Racer, go.
The land speeder?
There's no
that
land
one.
speeder, is
Yeah,
there?
there's a land speeder scene, isn't there? Or am I talking?
The Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, I think there's a small one. Isn't it when
She just
Luke's on the
zooms
land
by
speeder and
on-
it goes
is
by?
It her or
Oh,
is it
Ray's
It's Ray on the
speeder.
thing, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
On the speeder going across
Oh.
Jakku?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's one of
I
the
think that's his
better
name.
fireworks shows that I've seen at Hollywood Studios. The new
Okay.
projection show I don't like at all. Solid show.
Okay.
I stand with the boy.
We yeah.
I don't like that show.
Wishes was great. Happily Ever After was great. Those were picked already. So
I like the old Star Wars fireworks show better. There's more pyro. It's been oversaturated. There's too many Star Wars movies. It jumps all over the place.
I think even today it's a good way to like lead up to Galaxy's Edge. It gets people excited for it. Because it's a good show. I think it's a good show.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fine. Nick Locicero.
In picking this one, I love a lot of the fireworks shows that we've had, and it's going to be fun debating this list here to put these in order. But I always like event kind of fireworks, ones that you can't just go see every night. Those tend to be my favorites and the ones I kind of look forward to and plan for. And so I was thinking in that direction. And so I actually picked the Epcot fireworks show for the 4th of July, Heartbeat of Freedom, which is the tag they put on the 4th of July to Illuminations. I picked that because honestly, pretty straight up, I like all the pyro that comes along with that. I mean, it feels like they're basically blowing up World Showcase.
Well, they call it the World War III barge.
Do they really?
That's what
Okay,
that's
I
called.
never
They
knew
roll
that.
out that barge with extra pirates. The World War III.
It's
barge, yeah.
insane. It's insane. I mean, if you've never seen it, I mean, they literally light up the sky and blind you. I mean, it's the coolest experience, and I get into that. I think part of it, kind of like when I vote for some of these restaurants, and I end up
yell
not voting
about
because of the
Zinkers.
food, but because of like all the other stuff that goes along with it, and different things like that. I think that's the same thing here. I like the feels of going with a big group of people to go watch some 4th of July fireworks. It was always my favorite thing as a kid. Every 4th of July, going somewhere with my family and watching 4th of July fireworks. So I think I have that kind of to go along with it, and then the patriotic music that plays, and just the whole experience at Epcot on the 4th of July. I love that day, and it all leads up to that fireworks show, and it's something I literally look forward to and plan for every single year. And I have no idea what's going to happen after this year. Like, I'm sure
Well,
they're going to do
this
something.
is the last of that particular finale.
Right.
So,
They're going to probably do something for the 4th of July, but I don't know what it is. So
I guess a new finale of some
yeah,
kind.
yeah. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. But that's like my favorite event firework display, and that's so that's my choice.
I like New Year's Eve better.
I know you do. I think it's the emotions and the feel for being
Yeah.
around the 4th of July. I think that's what clinches it.
But
for me.
also, like, just the fireworks over the individual
Oh, I
countries.
know. It's so good. It's so good, but I can't put it above 4th of July. Yeah.
Then I think, like, obviously it's not as grand, but I miss that Peace on Earth finale.
I mean, I actually.
Christmas
Oh, I
finale.
know.
Yeah.
I know. No, I actually choose the Magic Kingdom on New Year's though. I like that display better than Epcot's for
Well,
New
it's
Year's.
funny you mentioned that.
Oh,
because that's mine.
Ooh.
Yeah, mine is Magic Kingdom New Year's Eve. I have been blessed in my life that's when my parents always wanted to go for New Year's Eve, so I've been to quite a few at Magic Kingdom, and my parents were not deterred by crowds.
Nice.
They thought that was the best way to spend New Year's Eve, so that's what we did. And because of that, so I have a lot of memories of family, some that's no longer with us, and many who are still with us, and just a lot of memories over the years of different friends and family members and doing that New Year's Eve. And New Year's Eve is already like a pretty emotional day, moving on with life. And so, number one, it begins with the original fireworks show. It begins with the 90s version of Fantasy in the Sky, which is what I grew up with. So, not saying I thought that show on its own was better than Wishes and Happily, because it wasn't. But it just feels so special on that night, and it does all that, and it builds up to the whole new world part. And then suddenly you have this countdown with Mickey and the gang, and there are literally fireworks shaped like the numbers in the countdown in the sky. And then you have this massive perimeter fireworks display, which is even bigger than all the other holidays. It's the 360 essentially, because they're shooting off from the Seven Seas Lagoon as well. So standing in the hub and seeing like fireworks in 360 degrees, and even a couple times we did it just like from the Grand, and just watching that giant display from the harbor there at the Grand Floridian, marina there at the Grand Floridian is pretty unbelievable. It's I don't like, certainly there are a lot of fireworks shows that I think are more emotional, more well put together, tell a better story, but the New Year's Eve show I think has just always been something really special. I don't know that I've ever seen anything that's quite that big of a spectacle in my life. It's pretty big. All right, so that has Magic Kingdom New Year's Eve. So we have 7 of these.
7?
Yeah, 7. We have Wishes. We have Happily Ever After. We have Magic Music and Mayhem / the Summer Nightastic Fireworks Spectacular. We have Holiday Wishes. We have Star Wars: A Galactic Spectacular. We have Illuminations Reflections of Earth with the Spirit of Freedom, I think is the name.
Heartbeat of Freedom.
Heartbeat of Freedom.
Oh, even I knew that one.
I'm not familiar with it. Heartbeat of Freedom, 4th of July finale. And then we have the Magic Kingdom Fantasy in the Sky New Year's Eve. Now we have to try and rank these. All 7 of us have to come to some sort of agreement on this ranking. I guess, can we start at the bottom?
Wishes.
You think Wishes should be number 7?
No. Yeah, I think on
I don't even think Wishes should be 7.
No, I don't agree either.
Star Wars.
I think Star Wars, even the person that picked it, I think Star Wars: A Galactic Spectacular should absolutely be number 7 on this list. Does anyone agree with that?
I love Star Wars a lot, and I think it's one of my favorite shows Disney's doing right now because I'm a big nerd about it. But it's not as robust of a show
Also, the
when it comes
fireworks are
to
off-center.
fireworks. Yeah, than the rest of them. So
are we all in agreement on that? Do we all
I
want
do.
Yeah.
to put that at 7?
Yes.
I agree.
All right, fine.
5 Star
So
Wars.
here's our number 7. So that takes that out of the equation. I guess we'll just work our way down then? Tell Gordo to be quiet.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's getting away.
Let him go.
Leave the poor child alone.
I was letting him go.
He really likes
man,
the Galactic
He really
Spectacular.
loves Star Wars.
He was.
Big
He's
Bob
very
Chapek
upset.
He's so angry. He's giving
Wow.
me. He's giving me the cold shoulder.
Wow, look at that shot. That's fantastic. Anyway.
Blair
All right.
Witch Cat.
We got to keep working our way down. So let's just keep working our way backwards, and let's go to number 6, I guess. What do we think? What do we think
Wishes.
should be number 6? Then? Now wishes.
Yeah,
Now we're saying wishes.
Wishes.
I don't agree with that.
No, I still
No,
think
I don't think
it's
so.
better than that. Wishes is epic. As much as I like, that's why I said it was. It's so epic.
I'm going holiday wishes for 6. I think.
I'm honestly not a fan of holiday wishes. For as much as I love
Oh.
wishes, I kind of feel like holiday wishes to me was just a little bit of a mess. Like it just felt like too much stuff kind of all crammed together.
Maybe that's why it worked so well for me, because I was at that party and that was sort of what the party was too. So
I was at that party too, but then again, I had a different experience at that party.
yeah, that's very true.
No, if you have, if
Maybe I have
anyone ever
negative
gets a
physical
chance-
association with holiday wishes.
I mean, I'm not going to fight
Watching
for it
the-
because I don't care enough. So, sure.
That's what I love about these shows.
It's too late to fight.
Who else agrees number 6 on holiday wishes?
I agree.
I can live with that. Yeah, I can live with it.
Number 6, and
I don't-
definitely it's amazing to watch from the contemporary though. Like
Yes.
it was really cool.
So we put that at number 6. All right, now we got to figure out number 5.
Wishes.
You're just all gonna say wishes forever.
I think I agree on that.
What are our options? Like what's left?
Wishes, happily
name 'em
ever
again.
after. Wishes, happily ever after. Magic, music, and mayhem. Reflections of Earth with 4th of July finale, or Magic Kingdom New Year's Eve.
Wishes.
I can't speak to the magic.
What if I say
music of-
Magic Kingdom New Year's Eve? I think it's here's the thing. It is a beautiful show, but it is also a countdown and lots of fireworks. It's not a hard show. It's very much hit the big button and let's like boom. Like there's everything.
I could
So
get with
as cool as it is of a moment, it is sort of the ending moment of a larger celebration opposed to being kind of the entire celebration itself. Yeah.
So based on that logic, then, do you think Illumination's Heartbeat of Freedom is any different? Does that have more?
We're doing full shows, so that includes Reflections of Earth. Like that.
Yeah, that
is a-
changes.
It's a tag. A tag is part of a show.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to let Reflections go at number 5. I would let Wishes go at number 5. I think the New Year's Eve is better than Wishes, but I don't know if anyone's going to agree on that.
Yes, I agree with that.
I agree.
That's 3. We need a
Well, then we're out.
majority.
We need one more.
Where are we putting mayhem? I'm concerned about that one. It's like an
it's
outlier.
a great show. I'm not letting that one go this early.
Yeah.
That's what you said about Cosmic Rays.
Well, does anybody disagree?
Wow.
So,
Famous last words.
This show,
wow.
What a
show
It's gonna be
is
the
a bit
cosmic
about
rays of this
hamburgers.
countdown.
That's
So,
why we couldn't do the hamburger countdown. It would have been Cosmic Rays, hands down.
Hands down.
Canceled.
Because I'd like to throw up my burger in front of a robot.
so 3 people
Voted
in
the
this
number
room say wishes.
3 people are voting Wishes right now.
What is everybody else's vote for this spot?
My vote is New Year's.
Okay. Jess?
Just pick something.
Say New Year's. Jill, you say New Year's, and Gordo will break the tie.
David.
I'm gonna go with 4th
Oh, yeah,
of July.
David.
Oh, she said 4th of July. Okay.
Jill?
Oh no, I can't do that. I would say New Year's too. I'm with Nathan.
Then it's up to David.
Kind of.
Come on, David.
I was going to go with 4th of July too.
Oh,
I
That-
mean,
that doesn't help anything, does it?
That gives us Wishes. So.
Yeah, I guess.
No,
yeah.
oh, I
That
guess it
gets
does.
3, 3,
All
and
right,
1.
Wishes is number 5.
Travesty.
Oh, that's
All right, what do you want to
travesty.
put for number? We got
Whoa.
Happily, Magic, Music, and Mayhem, Reflections of Earth with 4th of July tag, and the Magic Kingdom New Year's Eve show. What are we putting in number 4?
Magic Mayhem.
Magic New Year's Eve. Magic Kingdom New Year's.
Magic
New Year's Eve.
Really?
No.
Why would my opinion change?
So Nick and Nathan are with the Magic Kingdom New Year's Eve. Cameron, what do you think?
The Magic, Music, and Mayhem. Yep.
Jess?
I'm still going with 4th of July.
Wow. David?
I'm going with New Year's on this one.
Is that enough for New Year's? Is that it?
Yeah, I say New Year's
No.
too.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's it.
That's
then.
it.
The Magic Kingdom Magic Kingdom New Year's Eve show is number 4 then. All right, we have down to our bottom 3. So we have to decide what number 3 is. Is it Happily Ever After, Magic, Music, Mayhem, or Reflections of Earth with the 4th of July finale?
Happily Ever
It's
After.
Magic.
Wow,
Oh,
no one's gonna
stop.
agree
No.
now.
What?
No one's gonna agree now.
You think Happily Ever After is
the
number
wire.
3?
Even though I love
I-
Magic, Music, and Mayhem, I'm gonna
Yeah, that
think
is.
that should be number.
Yeah,
3.
that's third.
Yeah.
That
I'm
feels
throwing
about
Mayhem
right to me.
at 3.
Everybody,
What?
it doesn't matter what Nick
Yeah.
has to say.
Okay.
There you
That's
go.
fine.
Magic, Music, and Mayhem number 3. All right. So number 1
No
is between
contest.
Happily Ever After and Reflections of Earth with the 4th of July tag.
Are we saying our number 1?
All
Yeah,
at the
I
sa-
mean, it's
everybody at the same
process of
time.
elimination. You're gonna
Right.
It's gonna decide both. So everyone's got to pick what they think is better.
Of those
I think
two,
we can't.
my
Oh, go
choice
ahead,
is
David.
Happily. I'm sorry. My choice,
As in the
really
one.
quickly, my choice is Happily Ever After for number 1, yes.
Okay.
My choice is that as well, only because Illuminations, as much as we love it, even with a good tag, it's just a lot going on that globe I still can't see, and it
Just
has
say it.
issues.
Don't worry, you'll get
So
to see
it
it
goes-
at Reflections of Forever.
Yeah. Yeah, die for the last time. No. So yeah, it's wishes. It's so late. It's
says
Happily
New
Ever
Wishes.
After
It's still
for
a
me as
post
number
show.
1.
Come on, people. Keep it moving.
It's Happily Ever After
Oh, man.
for me.
Jessica,
It's Happily. Come on, like that's my thing. That's
is your number 1?
Hunchback.
Yeah.
Hunchback. And
Jill?
Yeah, Hunchback.
God, this is tough, and I feel like I'm selling out my brother really by saying this,
no.
but happily.
Wow. Not that it matters.
If we
but
really-
Cameron.
This is not tough. Happily Ever After.
Wow. Nick, I know.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
I'm going with Reflections. That music, a musical score that is unmatched, an incredibly emotional show, complete with that tag. Even if I think the New Year's Eve tag is better, I still think Reflections with the tag is pretty unbeatable.
I didn't think
And I love
Happily had that good
Happily.
of a following.
Happy's fantastic.
I love it too, but I didn't think it had that great of a following. I
But
really didn't.
Reflections was something special, and it took me a little while, I think, in life to understand that. But now I think, and it's not just because it's going away. I just think you appreciate that it's like it was a once in a lifetime show.
I thought Happily.
I feel like
was
I'm
more-
gonna.
Go ahead, Jeff.
No. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna end up like falling in love with Illuminations like during the Reflections
yeah.
of Forever event, and then I'm
You
gonna
will.
like always regret it, just because I've never really given it a chance. So this is gonna be like one of my first times like legit watching it.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think hearing
Yeah.
the story behind it and stuff.
Yeah, you need to hear that first, and then watch
All right,
it.
so I'm going to recap. We have our top 7. Number 7 is Star Wars: The Galactic Spectacular. Number 6, Holiday Wishes. Number 5, Wishes. Number 4, Magic Kingdom Fantasy in the Sky New Year's Eve. Number 3, the Magic, Music, and Mayhem / Summer Nightastic Fireworks Spectacular. Number 2, Reflections of Earth with that 4th of July finale. And number 1, Happily Ever After, the current Magic Kingdom Fireworks Spectacular.
Those are some weird hamburgers.
We don't have time. We'll talk about
Cosmic
hamburgers in
Rays.
the post show.
We
If
love
you're
you,
a Wakes
Cosmic
member,
Rays.
we will talk about hamburgers in a couple minutes on the post show.
Impossible Burger.
That's the end of the top 7. Please let us know if you enjoy that. We'll do more of them. And remember, kids, people are starting to arrive downtown for a spectacular 4th of July parade and fireworks event tonight. Good night.
Put your hands up.
Began